Greetings, users and programs. This is Kari, Living Sacrifice, playing Star Trek Fleet Command. We are not going to be able to play as late as we did last night. That was dumb. That was quite dumb, in my opinion, staying up that late, playing like that. But we are going to play some. We are going to play some. As always, if there is a lot of if the music's too loud or anything like that, please, if you see something, say something. What's going on here? Do. All right, so we need to figure out. There's a couple things we needed to do before we went to bed. Couple things we needed to do. Let's see here. What else do we need to research? Fleet Commander level 2. Fleet Commander. Where is that? What am I looking at? Back here? Okay, and I need level 17's operations to do that, which is another 20 hours in progress, so we're not doing that today. So is it level... It's gonna be like a weekend before we get a third ship. I thought we were close. This needs level 17 operations commander. We're building to 16 right now, right? Okay. So in that case, let's just go to science and just see what we can do. Construction speed is probably going to be the first thing we do. We can do it, we should, right? %, faster? Hell yeah. We always do 2 station things and 1 of these at a time. We don't fall too behind, even though we want the station stuff typically first. We're probably... Oh, that's 20 more seconds. We'll be able to finish it, right? Actually, I don't think those finish. I don't think you can speed those up. Is there anything we need to do here? Earn points. Earning syndicate points. Not something I really know how to do without paying money. Let's go. There we are. Finish tearing up. Probably do that again tonight. Oh wow, it's already almost there. 6 hours, so we'll do that tonight before we go to bed. Switch it out. Is this now stronger if I do this? Check to make sure before I keep doing that. See if this ship is already maxed out, so we're okay doing that then. Wow, I don't have enough. That's at 18,000. This other ship is 20, so it's 19,000 to 20,000. It's pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. But we might need to switch to the other one just for the warp distance. Oh, we're almost done building stuff. Level 15 refinery. Nice, nice. In 1 hour. I think we'll still be up. I think we'll be able to do that. What do we want to build then? 52 minutes. Yeah, I think we're gonna build that for now. Okay. Let's do some quests. What else do we have to do for dailies? Beat Klingon or Romulan faction ships of level 20 or higher. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that one. We can try. How much time do we have? 2 hours. We're going to have to focus that one. Level 20. Need level 20s, huh? Federations. Ulaban. I've tracked the ship that the Denivan authorities had identified as Neri's escape vessel. What is it you want? I'm a busy man and I don't have time to entertain your useless independent whelps. You are suspected of harboring a fugitive by the name of Nari. Hand her over immediately or we'll be forced to fire upon your ship. That human arms dealer? She was on my passenger list, yes, but she took off with one of my shuttlecraft. I have a tracker beacon on it. My intention is to go get it back. Okay, so how do I see... Let me pull up this map I think I found. Might do what I'm looking for. No, it is not going to help us. Well, 20. Need... Well, 20. Or Romulan or Ulaban. I don't think those are the only level 20 places we can go, right? The Federation. We don't have that many level 20 places. How do I search? How do I search what type of enemy there is? That right there. Hmm. Um. Embers is moved? Oh. PvP sounded a little like more fun before people like Digi could get me. Now I basically shield and do boring stuff. Oh, they're talking about PBB. That's oh, what was that guy's name from last night? I'll recognize him as soon as he comes back in. They want to start being. They want to start having. Oh, somebody answered me. Wait, that's not it. Oh, I can't. Can I make it there? Man. My first time going into Klingon space. You click Galaxy View and click on 3 stars. You can pick hostiles. Galaxy. Wait, what? If you go to Galaxy View and click on the 3 stars. What's the 3 stars? Galaxy View. Oh, I see what he's saying. race. Research optimization. Red is Klingon space. Gotcha. Alright, it's our first time here. Can I beat these guys? Beat one faction hostile. Ooh. I don't think I can beat this guy. I'm not sure if this is counting. Why is he using his mining ship to attack? Let's see if it's counting. I gotta kill 15 of them though. I'm gonna have to come back and forth. How do I see what my reputation is? Let me get my shields back. Will probably be the last one I do before I go repair for a little bit. If I do, that's, I'm assuming this is Romulan space. Can I reach any of these? So we don't piss off one faction too much. Doom dong 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 dong. These are independent. What faction is that? Rogue. Do 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 do.
Marvel Rivals players just can't be happy, because Storm recently got her newest skin shown off after many were complaining that we didn't have a new one since release, yet all I've seen is people complaining about the skin apparently being ugly and not the skin they wanted. Personally, to me, this skin looks great and the MVP and intro look cool as hell, but what do you think? Marvel Rivals
Aquila is the best overall movement sniper, and here's why. Number 1, it has 2 fuel tanks, meaning if you run out of the main fuel after dashing a lot, you won't be a sitting duck like other mechs. The flight mode only costs the second fuel tank while the first one gets full. Number 2, it has no charge time like Narukami, meaning you can quick scope with this mecha. You don't have to rely on target locks. You can just rely on your own aim, except if you are no scoping. And number 3, it has extra shield feature. You can turn it on and off when necessary. But be careful around the brawlers. They can do the type of damage that ignores the shields and goes straight to main HP. Aquila is the best.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired of traffic. There's way too many people on the goddamn road. You know how much better life would be if you could just eradicate like 1/3 of the population? That came out wrong. Look, all I was just trying to say is I think we're overpopulated and the world would benefit if there's less people, that's all. And how are you going to achieve that, Supreme Leader? Well, I'm not suggesting anything like that. I'm not saying get rid of a specific demographic. I'm just saying the world is too many people and we need less. We need like a plague or a pandemic or a... What? No, not that. Shall I start with the why? No! Right, obviously. Alright, look, dude, clearly my opinion hasn't landed, so just forget I said with you. Obviously, I know that's not what you're saying. You're just trying to say there's limited resources and too many people. And you're basically saying society's needs come before the individual's needs, right? Pretty much. Yeah, who said that? Dude, I'm so fucking tired.
Who said that? Is this a Hitler or a Thanos? Hitler. I think Hitler said that. He's an asshole. Don't quote me on that, Sun Tzu.
Could you go through proper etiquette for making bug reports? Yeah, the best thing you possibly do is you write your description of what happened, right? So, and you don't say, this happens.
We're waiting for our ship to...
Like, I'm mad at you, you're a piece of shit. Just say, what happened to you? Then, based on the things that you did, in the order that you did them, list out everything that led up to that moment. Not what you think did it, the things you actually did. And then on the last line, put a little arrow and say, this was the bugged behavior, whatever it is. So it's like, I engaged in PvP, I went to cast this spell, I was stunned at the time that the spell tried to be cast, and I was able to cast this spell despite being stunned. That's the bug, right? It's not about your feelings about it. It's not about if you think the developer's dog shit. It's not about if you hate the video game. It's about what happened. And then you just write that. Yeah. Write it like a stardate log. Yeah, bingo. Exactly that. Could you go through proper
Stardate log. Get it? Oh, I keep doing that. Alright, now let's go to the Romulan space, so that way we don't piss off the Klingons too much. How do I see what the warp is necessary? How do I see that? Get there. What makes these locked? Complete the mission now and then part 9.
On Necros. He's a lot of fun to watch, except for when I'm falling asleep. I watch Necros a lot. I just don't watch him when I'm falling asleep, because my god, does he yap. Holy. Like, when you're locked in and you're watching his content, amazing. When you're trying to go to bed and you're trying to get sleepy, oh my god, that man just keeps talking. I love it. Like I said, I love it when I'm watching. I don't love it when I'm sleeping. He's actually a really good streamer, like genuinely so entertaining, because he just keeps talking. He answers every question. He gets rage baited all the time. It's fantastic. Super entertaining. Thoughts on Necros?
Spider-Man never shuts up. My guy blows up after Marvel Rivals. Oh, Genji became famous. Necros looks exactly like you'd expect him to. Real thoughts on Necros: he can take a joke, dish it out, has self-depreciating humor. Is hands down the best Spider-Man player overall, just a good player in person. Fantastic streamer, actually. Also, he vapes. He vapes. Okay, that's important information, I guess.
Wizard raises the staff and chance. The party asks them to stop, but they can. They're gonna turn this room into a fireball of doom. Then there comes a fireball, darker if they hit you all. They're gonna make you go, oh, oh. Please make your deck saving throw, oh, no.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Alright, let's kill some things. That's too close. Too close. Too much time in between each attack. You can attack your own teammates, huh? Probably not, actually. I'm assuming that's a... Oof. Scared to do it. Chest versus... That's just a mega chest. How's this level 13 guy here? Combat training soldier. Oof. Big jump. Big jump. I need some level 20s. No more level 20. Oop. Romulan trained fighter. The level 20, he's 40,000? There's no more. Come on. Need a level 20. Well, I guess we're calling. Oh, and he only needed one more. Man. Okay. Uh-oh. Game broke. There we are. Literally needed one more. Ask for help. Do do do. What else can we do? Can't do that one. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that one. What is that though? What is that reward? Broken de-sealing rod. Open the treasury lockbox. One did I go to? Ah, this one. A 4-minute drive, huh? go to the restroom while we wait. All right. Means we finished our daily. Pretty decent. All right. Now, what are we at? Almost full. What? I can probably take that at full strength. You there, why have you scanned this shuttle? I've already lost my ship and I don't need any more trouble. And that rhymed and everything. I want to see your hidden chains, however I cannot afford to help you for free. Your Iridian has his code. Will we attempt this? We're gonna attempt it. We're here. Let's attempt it. Do we survive? We do. They learn everything. No sacrifice is too great when it is made for Kronos. I don't need that. I get him and I get more support. Yeah, sorry, bud. Today is a good day to die. Don't think we can beat that. Computer, set an alarm for 50 minutes. Actually getting tired already. How did I get so much all of a sudden? Victory, the sweetest fruit. Aren't you dead? But that would be the last time we talk. go to Arnak. It is time. I made arrangements for my officers to keep my departure silent. One that way? No, not yet. Not yet. We have the upper hand. There's a better way of, like, seeing... I wish there was a better way of seeing quests. Honestly, it's not the greatest. Do 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 do. Oh, let's do the away team thing. Duh. How did I get so much? I was out. Why can't I? Oh, because the officer's deployed. Yeah, I don't know how I got so much. Officer upgrade. Alright. Whoa. Let's view the system. Probably take him now. Did you really think it would be that easy? What was that? Are we done with that quest or no? Wow, that damaged us. That damaged us. Do 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 do. Come on, I hit recall, didn't I? Jesus. I have no idea what any of this means. Oh, it's 4 chests a month. We're getting close. Getting close. I completely misread how that was. I thought once you picked a 7-day chest, it would be done. I completely misunderstood how that worked. I thought once you had got 4 7-day chests, you would never get 7-day chests again. I thought it was only like a beginner person thing. But that is not the case, according to what I'm reading now. Finally. What's here? We can defeat this guy now, I think. It's still gonna hurt, but I think we can do it. Hey, I got stone. Not almost got stone. Do. Hello? Uh-oh. Game break. Whew. Finally. That quest has been there for a minute.
Okay, I think people need a visual example. So I have this here. This is a bell curve. This is a natural bell curve, and what you might expect in any sort of online, rank system. Typically, how it works, right? And typically, how it works is you have placement matches, which will place you either a couple from the top or a couple divisions from the bottom, right? So let's say, in a normal situation with normal games, and what your perception of what you think the games are supposed to be like is like this, right? So here you have placement matches. Those 10 matches are super important, like in Overwatch. You have 10 matches that will greatly determine how far of a head start you get. But now you see how much more evenly spread out this is in terms of starting either people close to the top or close to the bottom. Now, because of the fact that Diamond is considered like sort of the middle here, you have people that could get placed as high as, like, let's say Celestial 3 or as low as Gold 1, right? But now let's say you want to get the players, these ranks are essentially empty, right? There's nobody here. The people in Celestial who got placed in Celestial or Grandmaster are now fighting for these ranks. And it takes 1-2 rounds in order to get those ranks filled up, right? And then 2 more rounds for Bronze and Silver, right? So that's only 2 rounds after placements in order to fill up those ranks before it starts to feel like the matches are a bit more stable, right? But now let's look at how Marvel Rivals does things. So we're gonna move everything over here, right? So now Marvel Rivals starts everyone in, from bronze to gold, right? Now there's 1 round, but the platinum players win. The future one above all players go to platinum, and then they push everyone else back down to gold. But the thing is, if you got pushed down to gold, it doesn't mean you deserve to be there. It means you got shoved down by people who aren't supposed to be there. So it takes another round. So this is the second round, and now they're only at diamond. But now those players have shoved everyone from diamond back down into platinum, and those platinum players have shoved everyone back down to gold, etc. Right? So you take a 3rd round, and they move to Grandmaster, and this process repeats. You take a 4th round, it goes to Celestial. A 5th round, they go to Eternity, and by the 6th round, then finally you have players in one above all. But throughout the entire process, every player who was better was constantly pushing the other one back down to a rank that they technically didn't belong at, right? But throughout the entire time, your perception of what Grandmaster is supposed to be changes because of the fact that the Grandmaster that you felt at the mid-season was, oh, these players were so much better. They were so much more, so all the players I used to play with were so much better. It's so much, they were so much more, they knew what they were doing. Well, yeah, because once again, all of the players that were racing for these top ranks hadn't fully gotten there yet. So they kept pushing everyone back down along the way. It took 6 times as long to fill out the higher ranks than if you were to start in the middle and have placement matches. This is what I'm trying to get at with people, is that people's perception of what the ranks are supposed to mean changes over time, because that's just how the system works. You have people
God damn it, I never
asking
did
for a
this.
rank reset, but all the rank reset is going to do is it's going to shove everyone back down to these bottom ranks and then repeat the process again, where the future Eternity, Celestial, one above all players start pushing everyone back down again, right? You're not upset at like, like these players are inflated or they're boosted or they don't belong to be, they don't deserve to be there. They do. Right? As the ranks settle back, as the ranks get filled out more and start to settle back in, I assume that this eventual graph going like this is going to try and create its own bell curve, but it would just take significantly longer because there's no placement matches. So this is not a problem of like, oh, there's some sort of system that's like broken or it doesn't feel the same. It's just that the system is much more fluid than other systems, right? Than other rank systems. And one comment which I just responded to was saying that like, oh, well, on my alt account, I have a 46% win rate and I still managed to climb to GM. It's like, right. But like what you're not paying attention to is that it tries to give people, especially people who are performing well, more difficult matches up against players who are higher in skill in order to get you out of those low ranks faster, because of the fact that everyone starts at the bottom. Like when you create an alt account brand new and you start in bronze 3, it doesn't want to give you 25 points a win because of the fact that it would take you, instead of having placements and starting you up in like Celestial or Grandmaster or Diamond even, it's starting you at bronze 3. It does not want you there. And because it detects that you are a better player, it's like, hey, we are going to put you up against better players. We are going to give you your first one. Okay, it was a win. We're going to put you up against players of significantly higher skill level until we determine where you're supposed to be, right? So when you have a 46% win rate on an alt account, that to me makes sense. Why are you getting more for wins and less for losses? Because it doesn't want you in these ranks. It wants you out as soon as possible. This isn't proof of inflation. This is proof of the system saying, get your alt accounts out of these ranks. Like, we don't need players who are, smurfing from, Grandmaster and Celestial, ruining the experience of these players any more than it already does, right? So when I see accounts that are like, oh, 46% win rate, these players got more for wins, more for losses, or more for wins, less for losses, like, yes, until they start to get to a point where the games, where they start to get to where they're actually supposed to be. And then when they're actually at the point where they're supposed to be, then you notice that the points are about the same. It's 20, 21, 22, 19, 17. It's all generally within that range. It is specifically determined how many points you get based off of the ranks you're going up against and your expected chance of winning versus losing, right? This is not inflation. This is not players not deserving to be where they're at. This is just a misunderstanding of how the system works and expecting it to work like every other game, when you should know at the very least that it doesn't work like every other game. Every other game doesn't start you at bronze and makes you race to the top. Every other game starts people at the middle and then evens it out. This is the reason why in other games, you know, it's going to feel a lot more consistent in terms of the difficulty of the rank. But that's the reason why the percentage point is there, is that it is giving you something to race for. It's still showing you progression, right? There is still progression, and it's that percentage base. And if anything, to me, the game still seems just the same or just as fair as they ever have. I am on my way to Celestial a second time, and it's easier this time around because now the ranks are, the player distribution is spreading out a little bit more, right? But this isn't to say that like, oh, the rank system is meaningless or whatever. There's no point ranking up. There is. You are still challenging yourself. You are still going up and trying to win games and climb to higher ranks and you know, fight against better players. Like I have, you know, I still am able to climb, and I don't know what people are talking about when they're just like, oh, it just can't be done. You just can't climb through GM. Like you can. You very much can. But this is not a flawed system. It also means that like you can't just like race to a rank. Like you can't just like race to a rank like GMs, like just say you hit GM, right? And it's the top 2% of players. You can't just leave that account there and let it sit now. And this might be one of the reasons why they did that. They might have just said like, hey, a lot of people they get to the rank and then they just stop playing. Well, what can we do to incentivize them to keep playing? Well, the ranks are at the bottom, everyone's sort of racing to the top. The ranks might shift over time. So you can't just like rush to your rank, sit there and expect the status of that rank to stay the same, right? So this is why I say that I don't believe that players are upset that ranks are inflated. Players are upset that they can't throw around the status of the rank, you know, just from getting it at the start of the season and then leaving it there. If you want to maintain that status, you need to keep up with all of the other players who are also playing. And even with my limited schedule of making YouTube videos, working a job 9 to 5, and only playing a few hours here and there, I'm still climbing up through GM with relative ease. So there is no excuse. There's nothing holding you back other than you, right? This is not a flawed system. It just is how it is. And to me, when I see people complaining that they're like, oh, it's you know, it's not the same like other systems. To me, it looks like you're saying, oh, I don't think this is a very good pie while you're eating a slice of cake. Like these are two completely different things, but you're trying to compare them to be the same. But yeah, I'm hoping that this visualization can help people because of the fact that it's not that the rank system is flawed. It's not that you have boosted players or inflated players on your team. Eventually, after enough matches, everyone is supposed to be exactly where they're supposed to be. And to me, if anything, giving people more points for wins and less for losses, especially when people are admittedly saying on their alt accounts, like, yes, that makes sense, because I'm sure all of the, you know, bronze through platinum people don't want you in their ranks any longer than you need to be, right? You know, I'm sure the game, I'm sure that the teams understand unranked GMs, and they're just like, how can we, you know, if we start everyone at the bottom, how can we make sure that we move players through as fast as humanly possible? And this is how. It's not players that are inflated. It's just the win rates are going to be skewed based off of how quickly it wants to move you through those ranks that you don't deserve to be in. But yeah, it really is just the rank settling down, and you can still rank up. You can still win games. I've been winning games. I won a game with a 10-18 Iron Fist. There's no excuses. Like, if you want to win games, you have to get better. That's it. But yeah, hopefully this visualization helps people because I don't know. To me, it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't know why everyone keeps looking at it to be like every other game, but this is I don't know. It's by design. It's working as intended as far as I can see. So.
What else is here? Ah. Brother in search of his family. Botany Bay. Alright, what are we doing? Nope. Alright, let's just keep going through these and see. I can't do that yet. I might could, but it's probably not smart. I might could. There's no way I didn't come here before. There's no way. Alright, bathroom break. Be right back. What up, Davi? How you doing, bud? What's going on, man? Oh, Davi, you're in BBB, right? Of course, he had to jump in the chat as soon as I went to go use the restroom. You're in PvB, right? Turn off that mission reminder on login. Though the main mission? Hold on, let me finish this. This is actually one I'm kind of interested in. So I only caught the tail end of the conversation, but somebody, I don't know if somebody in your, they could have been just joking. I couldn't tell, but I don't know if somebody in PvB pissed somebody off, and I don't remember who it was. Like I said, I literally caught it just as it went up to where I can't read it, go any further. But they were like, "Can we just put PvB on kill on sight or something like that?" But I can't tell if they were joking. And your buddy, I think it was Embers. It was Embers. That's what I'm pretty sure it was Embers that pissed him off. Because I remember somebody asking about if Embers moved on yet. And I remember, if you remember, we messaged him last night to come at me, and he says, "I think I already did." It wasn't to me. It wasn't to me, but I like his background, or his frame. General Rancid and them were in the same alliance like 2 weeks ago. Oh. Boy. Oh. Boy, the drama is delicious. So, were you, I don't remember, and I was pretty turnt by the end of the night last night, so I don't remember why you told me to attack him. I don't remember. You're like, you can attack him all you want, or something like that, right? Let me do this thing. Said to attack Peanut Butter Bucket. Isn't that's your whole... I could have sworn, because we messaged that one guy, though. We messaged that one guy. Ooh, mission reminder login. There it is. Alright, no amount of scrap is worth my life. Just take everything and let me go. Tell us precisely where you were taking this cargo. Where can we secure more of it? There's a Starfleet wreckage yard, similar to the ones in the colonies, but bigger. Much bigger. It's those guys in Bellis you want, not me. You're gonna let me go, right? Very well, yes. Bellis is gonna take us there once the salvage is on board. I made sure there was nothing else to do here. Peanut Butter Bucket's your whole thing, right? Your whole alliance. How do I see a list of alliances now? No, I don't think you are. No, not right now. I haven't seen any queues. Oh, here we go. Y'all are doing pretty good for being such a small alliance. You're 19th on the server. That's still pretty damn good. Oh. Yeah, I thought you said to attack from the embers. Why did we message from the embers then? Allegedly, huh? Kind of like the ostrich. Oh, so why did we message from the embers then? Instead of peanut butter bucket. Are you sure you said peanut butter bucket? I'm pretty sure you said from the embers. Because that's why we messaged him. We'll have to check the records. Probably because I said Embers and Tyro are our main MVP PvPers. Gotcha. Yes. Yes. Gotcha. Gotcha. And, you know, as at that part of the night, by that time of the night, we'd probably been many beers in. But it was my birthday. Today's my birthday, so I figured I would sleep in. But tomorrow I gotta travel, so I can't stay up till 4 a.m. tonight. Alright, let's see here. Thanks, bud. Greatly appreciated. Build the envoy. Oh, that's a ship? Can't build it yet. We need blueprints. I had a blast last night, man. I had an absolute blast playing last night. That was so much fun. Everything we were doing, everything we were talking about, and playing this game, and then going over to Overwatch, and that was an absolute blast last night. I gotta stop. I gotta stop drinking and streaming. I got to. I know by the end of the night I was slurring my words and stuff. I know I was. I gotta stop doing it. Drinking, smoking, and streaming, probably just not a good combination. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I probably talk way too much. But it was fun. Do 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 do. Ooh, who are all these unfriendly people? Why are they all unfriendly? Sitting on a 0. Sitting on a 0 and he has no cargo. He's got two things over here. This one, not that much. Not that much at all. Huh. Think I can take this? It was a pure ingenuity and imagination are not as strong as he thought. I will say if we do become KOS, just one of your higher level players could probably kill the whole alliance. Oh yeah? I thought you could only do... I thought you could only attack people within like 5 levels or something like that. I thought that was a thing. Wait, how come? What else was there to do here? Oh, that ship that we can't destroy. I wish I got attacked by some shit that was 2 billion. Oh, you wish? Okay, gotcha. Really? Really? Okay. $2 billion strength. This is General Rancid, right? General Rancid is the guy. Kill General Rancid whenever he goes. I'm gonna stir some shit up. Stir some shit up. You need the inside scoop as well. Computer, stop. I was just making light of Embers and Tyro combo. Would you... Light of the Embers and Tyro... I'm brand new. What's the deal with them? What about the other members? Ask what about the other members? They're the same person, 2 devices, 1 person. I didn't think that was allowed, but I guess. So he's saying the Embers and Tyro are the same person. It's not true? KOS? They just raid together. Let's go ahead and recall this. Untrustworthy. He abuses it though. He's getting Tyro to break my base, then Ember starts robbing. Then I defend myself against his Ember's account. Then I defend myself against his Ember's account. Then his Tyro account breaks my base and kills my ship. Happens on repeat. Oh. But you're sure it's not true? But rating is with an ROE. He has to shield. I'll ask him how he knows that. Because I don't want them to know. Well, hard to say I don't want them to know that you're in the stream, but I don't want them to not talk. Commander, it would appear the hijacker's information was accurate. I'm picking up a signal matching one we were tracking earlier. What race is that? They look like frickin' coral. I don't think we could beat them. Don't think that would be a good move. Oh, let's do this. What do we have the most of? Gas. We have enough for everything. Hold on. Come on. Bring the data to here. Oh, I know where we're at. I know where this is going. Quirk was the guy that you had a problem with when you first started the game, right? If I move away, it's only a matter of time till it happens again. I have a bunch of friends in this game. Infant, get them to show up together. Infant, get them to show up together in under 3 minutes. I cannot something. They're always on at the same time. When I was in a war, me and Rex started piecing it together. I'm assuming that was another. Embers was a spy during that time. Gotcha. I don't, you know, I'm trying to play it smart because I want people. I really want to I want the dirt, but I also want to stream, and I also want to be a part of the dirt, but I also want to stream the game, and I don't want to like cause any rifts, but I absolutely want to throw gas on fires, you know, like just for fun, like just spy. He was a spy. Interesting. Happened in the music. Oh, there we go. Listen to this style. No. You know what I mean, man? Oh man, I was tired and now I'm all fired up. But you're certain that it's not one person. Interesting. The inside scoop. What did you say? What about the other members? It's not true. They just raid together. Okay. But he's pretty convinced of it, man. He's pretty convinced of it. That it's one account. Mission complete. We pissed off the Klingons. Can't upgrade that yet. Can upgrade this. Whoa, why did my power just go down? How does that work? Oh. Alright, where are we heading to next? Not quite there. Wait, what? Where's the ship? Oh, I thought we were at the base. Okay. What else is here? Ooh, I might be able to do... Nope, not even close. Not even close. Can I do this now? Was it Opla? Opla to kill 20 things in Opla? Completed to serve the Empire. Not even close, not even close. Not even close. Nope. $6 minutes to get here, huh? I would imagine Scopely would be hard-pressed to enforce that if at least one of their accounts bought stuff. Do free-to-play, sure, delete away, but God forbid you boot a paying customer. Oh. What is this? Air? Oh, we should ask if he's got like a grudge with them or something before. Because the Embers guy was a spy, and you figured it out. Now they target you in particular. Excellent question, detective. Yes, excellent. Can I stay awake for 2 more hours? No, I can stay awake for 1 more hour, but not 2 more hours. Kinda. I stop Embers from making war with FAFO. Do. You want to put WAR and FAFO at odds with each other. Ah. Ah. So now you are. So now they. Now you are. Now. So now. Revenge. Revenge. Because I found out later that PBB didn't like FAFO. They're always fighting. Embers want war to be friendly with PBB. I wonder why. Ah. Stirring it up. Stirring it up. Oh, I should upgrade. We could get on at the same time. Do some maneuvers, some Riker maneuvers. Can you ask General Rancid why he doesn't shield so they don't attack him? I'm gonna play dumber than that. Focus on growth event. Thanks, but it's all good. Just focus on growth events and rewards. You shield all the time, otherwise you're getting hit left and right by people. I mean... You brought the supplies. You need to take that ship out now. Where is it? There it is. Nope, can't do that. You can shield does not protect your ships though, and if you attack, shield drops. Oh, so if I go back up and read, I can't read it all. Can't read it. I can't go back any further. But what he's saying is one person attacks him, he attacks them back. If you turtle, you can really play the game. Oh, so one guy attacks him, so he attacks them back, and then his shield gets dropped, and then the other guy goes in and is like, "Hi, your thing is done." So basically, so got it. So it sounds like he gets goaded. He gets goaded into attacking the one guy. He gets goaded into attacking, and then once he attacks, the other guy swoops in and takes the bait, is what it sounds like. Is this where the Sword of Kalis is? Even knowing what we're looking for, I'm having trouble pinpointing the temple's location. Ambient radiation imprint similar to that left behind from a transporter beam. I'm assuming that's a Klingon trader. Beat 8 hostiles of level 20 or higher. So they want me to attack. Klingons. Can't shit? What? I don't know what that... That's the thing, if he shields, they can't attack his base. I want him to shield. But he doesn't. Yeah, but if he... Yeah, it's not that he's shielding. He is shielding, but he's getting goaded into attacking when the shields drop. You lose the shield, right? Once you attack somebody? But he's getting goaded into dropping his shields, basically. From what I can tell. So how come I can't attack? Not that I want to. I'm just curious. Why can't I attack this guy? He's level 12, which he should be in the PvP once you hit level 12, right? Or is it 13? Why does that have 30,000 strength? I did my first 7-day loyalty chest today. Do I risk taking one of these bombers of 30,000? until we run out. See if we can do this. I think we're gonna die. Nope, but we got hit hard. Relocation tokens, eh? How many more do I need? One more? Can I do it without having to go back to base? Wait, I'll tell you everyone, just don't kill me. It's a Nausicaan? I thought it was a... Oh, can't do it immediately. We gotta go back to base and recharge. Hey, I'm gonna run to the restroom, y'all. Be right back. Oh, by the way, if I haven't said anything in stream yet, I won't be streaming on tomorrow or Sunday. I'm traveling this weekend, so I think I'll be back on Monday, but I'll either be streaming earlier or later on next week, because next week is a big work week. And I haven't taken the week off, but you know, I haven't done all the menial work. I haven't done any of the phone call work, which I need to do. It's the last week of the Medicare season for a certain sector of the population, so it'll be fairly busy. At least I'm hoping it'll be busy. come it always says 4? Like, sometimes this is 4, sometimes it's 7. Like, theft of an icon. What up, Obi? How you doing, bud? I swear to God, just today I made sure that thing was on. I know it doesn't have your name, but see, I mean, it works. It's working just fine. The testing says it works. But it just doesn't actually work. It's so frustrating. I have no idea what the problem is. Thanks, Obi. I appreciate you, bro. You look at home, still coming down here? Yeah, I'm leave tomorrow. Leave tomorrow in the morning. I'm not mad, man. See you then. Yeah. We were thinking about leaving tonight, but, or today, but, it just worked out. So me and Jane could both drive together. You're not mad at the alert, it didn't work. I'm mad that the alert didn't work, bro. It's been, every test, like everything says it should work. When you come over here to test,
I'm gonna make you play video games.
that one works. When I click these buttons, it says,
Thank you.
it says it's there. It says, like, the test says it should work. But it's not. And I don't know why. I'm mad that it's not working. It doesn't make any sense. That works. That definitely works.
I'm gonna make you play video games.
Maybe I need to but it says it works. Well, I don't know why it does it twice. You were giving Helldivers a shot? Not the best? Like, Josh loves that game. It's not my favorite style of game though. Did you play the Marine one? You just played the online one? I need to Says it should work. Don't make any sense. I'm mad. Anywho, just played on the online one, yeah. So there was the Warhammer one that's pretty much the same game. As it's the same style of game, the Warhammer one that we tried to get Hat to play one night, and I bought the game, and then because I thought we were gonna play that weekend, and then I ended up refunding it because we didn't play it. That kind of died fast though, didn't it? People talked about it for like 2 weeks and then just died fast. Or maybe I just stopped seeing stuff about it because I stopped Googling things. Oh, this is just sitting here, huh? Do the red ore, but let's manage. I think I kept this guy. Oh, he's still away. Not that. Where's the away team one? Oh, here it is. Got 1 hour left. Do 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 do. The ship's just been sitting there this whole time. But the game itself though is Helldivers. It's a fun game. It would have been an absolute beast of a game back in ECE days. That would have been an amazing game to play at ECE. That style of game. They're no longer in the system. There's another and more prominent warp signature here as well. It's likely they only left recently. Alright, is there anything else that I can do, Davi, that I'm supposed to be doing? Is there anything else that, as far as events go, that like, oh, you have access to this now, so you should be doing this? Jellyfish is a paid one that you pay for, right? Spend resources, Earth Federation. Prove your dedication. Join now. Wait, have I not done this? How do I spend resources? Oh, is that just like on... I bet that's like... I bet the spend is just like on... They'll kill me. Can't finish that one either. Shit. Could try this now. What else? We found that one that we didn't realize was a thing. We had to join it. I hate how I had to join it. I probably would have done it. Today, I probably would have finished this today. Yeah, why am I losing power? It fluctuates a lot. Alright, I don't know if this is a smart move. We're gonna try. It says 30,000 strength to my 20,000 strength. But he's a bomber and I'm a interceptor or whatever they call it. So let's see if I can survive it. Nope. We got our asses beat. Alright. Trying to click on this planet. Move out of the way, bud. You're in the way. When your ship changes, it gets destroyed. When you change ships, do those arrows on the side. Oh. Oh, did not know about that. Thank you. So how come if it was a regular 30,000 bomber, I could beat it, but because it was yellow, is it harder? What's the paper rock scissors thing? How much does it help? Is it like a difference of like 1,000 power that you can beat them? Is it 5,000 power? Where you didn't find that out till last week? Well, I'm glad you told me, man. It depends, but crew can make a huge impact. My crew, I think, is the best crew I can have right now. Send help, Jesus. I should already... I don't know how many people are online. 6 seems to be about the average. I didn't even get 19 for this one. There's not even 19 people that have been on the past 2 hours. You think that's better than, oh, that's right. I think you told me about that last night. You think that's better than Captain Picard? Probably because Picard's not able to level him, huh? I've been sending Troy on away teams, though. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, you know better than I do for sure. Absolutely, I can absolutely do that. 100%. Forge, Captain Crusher, and then maybe Kirk. So this right now gives me 3,500 power. I've got him below Dex. I can't test it out. What's the that symbol mean? Oh, that means they have synergy. How do you get more apex barrier? For every 100 apex barrier, how do I know what my apex barrier is at? You look so weird without a beard. Slightly better. You're not sure how Apex Barrier works? I don't think most of us do. Slightly better, but less defense. Higher attack. Well, I should look and see what they do first, though. Increase the attack of all offers on the ship by 10%. Okay. Let's do one. That's pretty weak sauce, not gonna lie. What do you mean? Breaker's officer ability. That is, yeah. Compared to Data's. I'm just not sure how this stuff works compared to this stuff. Ooh, I could do that, huh? It says that's worse. What it says. If those numbers matter. You need a warp range of 17 to make it there. Oh, we can make it now. Percentages mean different things depending on the captain. Interesting. I'll have to watch some videos on how that works.
Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about crewing. And normally at this part of the year, or this part of the month, start of the month, we do a bad crew video. And we will probably still do one of those this week. What I wanted to do today was talk about crewing from the angle of, yo, what if I don't have all these officers that you have, Rev? I get that a lot. I'm sorry. I haven't forgot about you. We will do videos like this where we talk about, look, sometimes you just don't have 3 purples to put on one ship. It's okay. So today we're going to talk about loading out ships based on what you have. And what we're going to do to attack this problem is kind of focus on it from a basic standpoint. Like, what are some of the goals that you want to have when crewing out a ship? So we'll go over some basics. This is kind of a mix between crewing and then, you know, our recent series where we're talking about new players in a Star Trek Fleet Command guide. So we're going to actually use my level 20 account on server 63 with this, and you can see my very sexy Tala. Look at this Tala. Isn't she pretty? A little Andorian ship. She's so lovely. I do have a North Star, so just FYI. There we go. Going to have me a 100,000 power ship. Just you wait. But what you're going to have is, for a lot of players, running into the problem that I have on this account, you don't have a lot of officers. Now, I do, of course,
really
encourage you to do
pile
the
on the
techniques that we'll
info.
talk about at the
Maybe
end
I
of this video,
shouldn't.
how to acquire a lot of these officers. You can see I'm a little bit behind on this account. You know, obviously, you know, you want to be pulling as many officers as you can, as often as you can, like I am right now. But you are going to still have a trouble when it comes to getting a lot of the officers you need. Like Kang, well, you're going to be going a long time for him, and then you want to pull every faction that you can. And then there's some Gorkon shards, but could have used a little bit of everything else. But look what I've got here. You know, I'm not any of these starter groups even have most of the rares yet. So now it's a, okay, well, what can I do, or what do I focus on when I'm a low-level player, or I'm just a player who needs to create like a PvP crew, but I can't do it. So we've got a basic crew here for hostile grinding with our LaForge, our Crusher, and our Chin. Just a basic crew to fight hostiles. But what if I wanted to do some PvP? There are some options for us there. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear this out, and we're going to try to find some officers that we can use in PvP on this Tala. So the very first thing I want to point out is, besides officers' ability, you obviously want the bridge and the captain to have some form of offensive ability. Now, I can say some of the early officers you're going to get are the Borg officers, who will do that and will help you in 2 ways. And that is with their officer ability, increasing the attack of officers on the ship. Now, why is that important? Simple answer. Simply because, look, you're probably not going to have a lot of the PvP officers that give you some of the abilities that you're looking for. And you can use something like this. Swap this over. And now we've got a starter Borg set that can give you some of the important. Simple answer, simply because, look, you're probably not going to have a lot of the PvP officers that give you some of the abilities that you're looking for. And you can use something like this. Swap this over. And now we've got a starter Borg set that can operate in PvP. Now, this is not necessarily amazing, but you have a captain's ability that works. 8% more damage to the shield health instead of hull health, which what that simply means is that shields are now going to stop 88% instead of stopping 80, so helping out that little bit. And then we're going to stack below. Now, most importantly, I really have to push this, and this is every player. You want to max out health, attack. Those are the ones you want to focus on as much as you possibly can. Now we're going to sort by strength. We want to get the strongest officers that we can. You see the bonus going up right there. Let's put on LaForge there, and then let's put on Azabur. And you see 168, but we haven't got that health up. So let's switch over to health. Okay, where's my highest health officer? What does that do? Gets me a little bit better in that range I'm looking for, as well as got my defense score to 192, even though it's a little bit inconsequential. So we're going to apply that, and now I have better bonuses, which increases my stats. Now, attack is going to increase my DPR and the amount of damage I'm doing, and health is going to help improve these hull numbers, which means I'm going to survive longer in a fight. And that's kind of the big thing that we're looking for there, is we want to see how long can we survive. And that's also one of the reasons we focus on health when it comes to PvE grinding. If you're fighting red hostiles, in terms of officer bonus, you want to max out that health first and then work on attack after that. And as we talked about in previous videos, remember, once you get to the max here, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about going past it. It does not do anything for you unless you have an officer that pulls from those stats. So I've got 9 of 11 increasing defense of every officer, and then I've got 8 doing the attack. Now, there are other officers that we can use. This is simply an example of, look, you want to start looking at abilities, how they apply. And what I mean by that is, we talked about this recently, look at an officer like Talon. She does not work at all versus a player. She is only for reds. Objective. If the opponent's a hostile. Now, as you read that, you're going to think, yo, this can work against anybody that's bad. Wrong. It does not work against anybody that's bad. It only works against reds. So you're going to take that into account when you load that out on a ship. But then you also can start working on something like Lennar, who is an anti-Klingon officer. Armadas, PvE, reds, and PvP. But you got to level it up. A 25% bonus based off cruise attack is really not going to be that much, especially since my attack, that's 500 points. So Lennar's not going to help me a great deal, even as a low-level player, until he gets leveled up.
It brought me all the way. Crap. We're back to that, huh? Can probably beat this.
So it's understanding some of these abilities and looking for officers that can apply. Another example is if we want to take a look at Koth. Will we ever use him? I have nobody who turns.
As long as the opponent's ship has a hull breach, Koth increases damage dealt by kinetic weapons by 5%.
On hull breach. So obviously not there. And then kinetic weapons. Remember to always look. Do you have a kinetic weapon on your ship? Nope. I've got phase cannons. That's all I've got. And if you look at the icon, this is going to be the phase icon, and that's going to show energy. We know, don't need to even fool with a kinetic officer on the boat. But more importantly, crewing out early on, focus on these crew stats over there on the far side and getting those as high as possible, and then finding something that can work here. And you can use a litany of officers. I simply threw this up as an example. The cadets can be very good in PvP depending on where you're at or what you have. And the miners are great for stat stacking early on in the game. So that if you're trying to get to 300%, 200%, 500%, whatever is the max for your ship, then you can use those to help build towards that. Now, I will say, a lot of people are going to wonder, why are my stats so low for these officers? Well, simple answer is I've not leveled most of them. I wait for events because this XP is very, very valuable. I don't want to waste it unless there's an event going on that I can use it for now as I accrue it for more important officers. And then I probably won't even use it on things like commons more than I already have. The reason being is I understand that late game rares and epics are really the only cards that matter, with a few uncommons, the greens, that have some value. You look at an officer like Lennar, a lot of value there. But still probably not going to devote a lot of resources into him because he doesn't help me a lot early on. But then you look at something like the miners here, like Barrett, T'Pring, Stan. Do you even need to level them up? You do if you're going to use them for away team missions for those stats, but their abilities don't get better if you level them up by level. Tier is what determines what's better. This video is kind of trying to focus on pointing you towards good and bad crews, but we've actually just kind of talked about basic strategies for all players, whether you're level 15 or 35, going through what works and what doesn't.
Okay.
Now, once again, would I necessarily need to level up Cadet Scotty? No, but I definitely need his warp theory to be maxed. He's currently tier 3. I would want him to be tier 5, but would I spend the actual officer experience to level him up and max him? These are things and mistakes that I did when I first started the game that I won't do on playthroughs as I go through. However, other side of that, you look at an officer like Captain James T. Kirk, one of the cadets. This can actually be useful in PvP. A very slight weapons damage boost. It's nothing insane. It's not super good, but it can help out and actually give you a tactical advantage versus maybe an opponent who, like many younger players, bikinis are on there, but anything on there that simply doesn't apply for the fight at hand. I think that's the key that we're talking about today, is loading out and focusing on abilities and really taking the time to read some of these, because they can be a bit confusing. Honestly, it's the best way to describe it. I'm not trying to say that in a way to just down the game, but it can be very, very confusing for a new player to read some of these abilities and not understand really how they work. Leslie's a good example. Let me pull up Leslie. Now, many of you aren't going to have Leslie because this is a purchased officer, but as long as the ship's whole health is under 35%, Leslie restores it by 5% at the end of the round. Sounds great. Actually works really well, but here's the kicker. Once that bonus happens after the battle, the bonus goes away. So what happens is when you use Leslie, you die. Let me explain real quickly how that works. Leslie is going to artificially repair the hull. So in your head, the hull is at 100%. Now, let's say that Leslie, after you've taken damage, repairs 70%. So the game sees 170% hull. Now, if you took 160% hull damage after the battle, that 70% goes away and you go back to 100, but you still took 160% damage. So boom, you might have won the fight, but after that bonus goes away and gets wiped off, the game blows you up. So, by the way, I'm not necessarily that's a good mechanic, just explaining how it works. It's good to, one, find content creators like myself, like their videos, subscribe, hit that little button, hit the bell, and then ask questions in the comments to find out what type of officers might have those type of effects. But more importantly, is focusing on the simple tools and focusing on what makes you better as a player. Things like basic officers like Yuki as a captain will always be good, whether you're level 15 or level 55. Yuki as captain is a fantastic PvP officer, but you still need to find ways to augment that using various things. And sometimes that can mean loading out with Borg, and then doing it to where we get as much officer bonus as possible. And honestly, a 36.8k Tala at level 20, that's not even level 35, is pretty strong. I mean, they can go after quite a few ships. Maybe even some of those jellyfish that like to rain terror down from the heavens. But anyway, this crewing video is a little bit different. Focusing on newer players with some good bits here for all of you out there.
Don't kill me, bro. How come it's not attacking? Game break? Oh. I thought I was there already. Good work, Commander. I have to go back, and that hole became all the way over here. Now we have to go back because we would just die. God dang, dude. Go back and back every time? Alright. So it is now time for bed. So we're going to start doing like a checklist of things that we do every night before we go to bed. The first thing is to find the longest. If anything's under an hour, let's do that. What's the longest thing I can upgrade now? $6 hours, that seems like a good one. I think I fucked up. Mess hall. What the hell does the mess hall do? Oh. Ten hours. I like that. Let's do that. All right. See about the away teams. One's less than 25 minutes. All right, Davi. We'll see you next week, bud. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Have a good night. And then we do ships. I want to have a ship that is being worked on. Do 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 do. $100 for less than 5 upgrades. That's crazy to me. It pisses me off that it didn't have me join automatically. I gotta check that every day. free. Alright, so now let's manage. Let's do, I think it was max level. I know which one it was. I'm just looking. At the old ships just to see what it's about. Pretty sure it's this one. That's a 6-hour one. Do that. And that's it, y'all. That's all she wrote for tonight. Thank you for hanging out. As always, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, follow all that cool stuff you do on whatever platform you're watching on. We'll see you on the next one.